Phenomenal. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So I guess first question, tell me about what made you start the Chadwick Foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a brother named Chadwick. He has Down syndrome. He's 33 years old, so he's 6 years older than me. And my brother has been on a waiting list for state services since 2009.
Lord.
So 16 plus years he's been waiting for the state to deem him eligible to receive any kind of home and community-based services. And I have been affiliated with the Arc of the Shoals, a wonderful organization here in our community. But it was one of those things like there's the gap. There's just a demographic of people between ages 21 and about 40 that just kind of get left for their moms and their dads to take care of until the state determines that they're eligible or critical enough to receive state-funded services. So the Chadwick Foundation is there to help bridge that gap and provide families with activities, but also inclusive community events to try to keep that population connected with the community, but then also to allow families to actually find other families in the shoals that can understand what they're going through. So the big thing is to build community, but the target audience is those that's not actively being served through the Alabama Medicaid waiver.
Yeah, and I know my son Rowan is autistic, and he actually lives with his mother up in Tennessee because he's got better access to all the therapy and stuff that he needs there in school. So I know how hard it is, at least with autistic kids, to try to get the services you need, especially when you get out into more rural areas. Like, you know, if you're like Florence City Schools has some good stuff, and Madison's got some good things, but like on the whole, like you said, there's a lot of people who are a lot of kids who are falling through the cracks too, you know.
Absolutely. And like I just had a meeting with somebody in Huntsville the other day, and it looks like Huntsville has 10 times more than we do, but then Huntsville has 10 times less than what Birmingham does. So it really just depends on where in the state that you are. In places like the Shoals, places like Scottsboro, you know, the more rural, the further out you get, the more scarce that those supports are because they are so heavily emphasized in bigger cities.
We are trying to raise $1,000 this month for Chadwick Foundation. If you want to help out with the work that they're doing, all you got to do is either text AUTISM, AUTISM, to 256-764-0996, or you can go to the Kicks 96 Facebook page or the Big Farley O'Connell Facebook page. That GoFundMe is pinned to the top of both of those pages, and all the money raised on the GoFundMe is going directly to the Chadwick Foundation to help with the work that they're doing. Now, I know that y'all have got something coming up May 31st, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have our Buddy Walk. It's the first time that we've ever been doing this, so it's the inaugural one. But our goal is to meet at Wilson Park, have a day of community celebration, just walk around the park together, maybe do a mile walk, have some food trucks, entertainment. We're going to have some guest speakers. But the whole purpose is to try to get our community out, connected, and to show community awareness and involvement and acceptance.
And I'm going to be out at that event May 31st. I'll be posting about it on the Kicks 96 Facebook page as well as the Big Farley O'Connell Facebook page. And I encourage you to come and be at the event as well. But we'll be talking more with the Chadwick Foundation throughout the month as we continue with Pay It Forward Friday and our fundraiser of benefiting the work that they're doing for the exceptionally challenged kids in our communities as well as for their families. Dustin, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show this morning. And I'm looking forward to May 31st, but I'm so grateful that you're here and y'all are doing what y'all are doing here in Kicks Country.
Well, it's a privilege, and I appreciate the opportunity to share more about our mission.